I have come to Earth to speak with a living person and learn about humans. We know everything about your biology and all other creatures on your planet. You're arriving at an interesting time. Please, tell me about your kind. I will tell you about the people of Earth, but first, you must understand the nature of fleas in a jar. You've heard of fleas, I presume. They can jump 100 times their own length and distance at a 2-foot vertical. Placed in a jar, they will jump out. But if you put a lid on top and wait 20 minutes, even after removing the lid, fleas and their offspring will never again jump higher than that lid was. They will be contained beneath the limit they learned. I know all of this. Humans are much smarter than bugs. But like the fleas, when humans believe things, our reality makes a case. The worldwide stage is a product of our narratives. Narratives, or stories, comprise the world we share with each other, and our own worlds only we get to live in, or have to live in, depending on our personal narratives. Go on. So reality for humans is stories we tell ourselves and each other once we believe things. We get programmed just like the fleas when we hit a lid a couple of times. Today, humanity is waking up to the fact that the precision of the universe is a fishy coincidence. A fish does not know it is wet. Correct. But lately, people have started waking up to the profound coincidence that is life. For example, the number of atoms in the known universe is 10 to the 80th power. The odds of a human being alive right now is 1 in 10 to the 2,680,000th power odds. Correct again, probably. Improbably, but still true. There are almost as many zeros in that number as there are letters in the Bible. I have greater odds winning the lottery 100 times in a row than being alive. Yet, I'm here with everyone just on time. It's like the same way it's difficult to practice daily gratitude, man as a whole struggles in recognizing the potentials of our coincidence. Indeed, the probability of you being alive is in the realm of theoretical mathematics rather than practical possibility. Yet, here you are, just on time. It only took the cosmic ballet that formed galaxies, the precise conditions needed for a planet to support life, and the countless genetic and historical factors conspiring to put you here. Human life is inherently meaningful. Still, much of your kind thinks you're just conveniently experiencing consciousness at the most exciting time to be alive ever, where synchronicities buzz to the pulse of humanity. That's why Usain Bolt is the fastest person alive. A guy named Yahya Sinwar is a supervillain, and evolution is being pioneered by a woman named Jennifer Doudna, whose last 3 letters of her name are DNA. Global literacy rates at an all-time high, while child mortality rates are at an all-time low. If you already know human existence is by some cosmic lottery, why are you here? Your divine species is approaching a timeline singularity. You're on the verge of answering your biggest questions and discovering new ones. Humans argue over whether money, sex, or power makes the world go around. The true powers are whatever forces materialize beneath an overarching alignment of incentives. My job is to ask how it feels. Soon, you will blow the lid off of the jar. I was hoping that's why you're here. How will we do it? A collective wakes up when it asks, what is incentivized here? You will look at what systems are set up to achieve and work together to incentivize ideal outcomes. People must unite like they rally for sports teams in place of origin to decide what that looks like. If not for the sake of getting along, the best solutions come from focusing on problems instead of who can be blamed for them. It sounds like by asking a better question, we'll have the answer. You're saying by uniting groups of people against challenges instead of other groups, we'll stop blaming each other for the same natural human traits, and we can finally focus on improving things instead of pissing in the wind to fight societal erosion. Yes, tribalism is a plague to a global civilization. Declaring a common enemy often makes people feel like they belong, and belonging is a big part of being human, as we discussed. You transcended the animal food chain with opposable thumbs and endurance, then started waking up to your own divinity. But human nature is what you're up against now, what you said. Groups of people blaming other groups of people for problems in society sure does seem like the biggest problem in society. How can I scream from rooftops that the liberals, Republicans, rich folks, gay people are not the reason why our justice, education, and overall public health systems are failing? Conversations are enough. Deeper to blame than pigment, religion, or any other cultural faculty is your systems are not optimally aligned to account for incentives. As your youth might say, us against the problem goes harder than us against each other. Focus on aligning simple solutions instead of diagnosing problems back and forth. Don't you have some cows to go abduct or crops to make circles in? Shouldn't you be rejoicing that nobody celebrates consciousness like the human race? Is that the intention for life? Perhaps. Have you considered you are an infinite being having a temporary human experience, that the universe is too big and small to see either end scale? What if there is none? How can you see God when you can't see your own retina? One of our great physicists said, "Not only is the universe stranger than we think, it is stranger than we can think." You know, your grandparents, every ancestor you ever had, never had the opportunity you have. We are more interconnected than ever before. I knew your kind was capable from the beginning, but I came all this way, so I wanted to hear you say it. Do you believe coexistence is only the bar? Will you do more than coexist?